Hello friends, live from UK on Khatti, Meethi, Baate with Shibani. Once again, I would like to welcome you to my show on Bridgewani, and I've got a special guest today. It's been said that children see magic because they believe in it. Their imagination can take them from point A and to the point B, and in this journey discover new words and rhythm rhymes. If you remember yourself as a child, along with your friends enacting many fictional characters as role plays. In my own case, I was Julian from the book Famous Five and had a set of friends who were always characters of the book. Now, when one develops a passion for a certain habit, he doesn't realize this particular passion is going to grow with him and become a part and parcel of his life. His confidence increases within him and he starts to become an inspiration for others. He says he's done unconventional things. I would say, rather, he did conventional things in an unconventional way. And it was this special quality that captured my attention, and I requested this guest of mine to come on my show. I think it's going to be fun talking to him. I'm going to wait for the surprise myself. I would like to welcome Vikramaditya Singh. Oh, should I say Adi? Adi, why are you here with me today? Hi, Adi.
Why are you here today?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, how are you? And what brings you here today?
Um, it brings. It is like very fun to come in the show. I'm feeling very excited and all that.
Do you know why I called you?
Why?
What's special about you? I think you're special. Why are you special?
You think I'm special, huh?
I
I'm
think you're
special in
special.
many things.
Go on then.
I'll just tell you
Tell
one.
me. Go on.
I read books.
Wow. But I know many children who read books. So what is more exceptional than that?
I I do many things like many people do. But then
But do you know, Adi? I saw a lot of special things about you because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and that's where I found you. And you were everywhere on
uh,
YouTube. And I thought, when I saw your YouTube videos, I thought, well, what is this dragons? You see dragons everywhere. I'm scared of dragons. But this was a different dragon, and when I clicked on it, wow, you just captured me. Tell me more about it.
I so one day I thought I should make a channel, and then it was like that, how can we do it, and all that stuff. But then later that I knew that my papa
Yeah.
used to do very nice editing in one app. So in the first video it was like, okay, we did this and now we are going to do that thing, and then it used to go on like that. And then the first time my first video came, it was so good.
And how old were you then?
I in this age only, in 9 years
Okay.
old.
You are really little, Adi. And I believe you've read about 200 books. Am I right?
Yes, 200 or 100 books.
Amazing.
And
And
I want to go on reading more books.
wow. So what is your channel called, Adi?
It is called Adi the Book Dragon.
Adi the
And
Book Dragon.
I
This is to
have
do.
a very a request for you all. Please subscribe to my channel, which is called Adi the Book Dragon.
Oh, you know the trick. Subscribe, like, and comment. Am I right?
Yes.
And I
And
know you have
put the
loads of people
notification
watching.
on.
Okay. Wow. So, should we watch a clip of what you do?
Okay, I would
There we
love that.
go. Oh, that's brilliant then. Let's watch a clip. Let's see if we have one at the moment. Okay. While we wait, yeah, we got it. There we are. Right. We saw a little clip. I'm not sure if everybody heard you, but I'm sure they know Adi the
Yes,
Book
because I
Dragon.
didn't hear it.
No, me. It's okay. They've seen you. They know that they have to subscribe. Click, press the notification. Oh, wow.
Hello guys and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to review Slime. The author is David Williams.
The Pope takes a poop and the President too, and the fancy pants banker in his three-piece suit.
So the book is about a boy named Ned who cannot walk because he was born like that. He couldn't move his legs. And then once he noticed that his sister wanted to make a plan in his birthday to make the most baddest birthday in the world, and he did it. He did the same thing but a little bit different. He took all the things from the he took all the jars, and then he put it in the bathtub. He put everything and then he put water, and then a magical thing happened, and you'll find out when you read the book. So so I so David Williams, what he has done is that he's telling how did slime be made, and then he said it's just made, and he also said that nobody knows. Slime is the biggest mystery in the world, and nobody knows where, how, when, and where did it come from. And he makes a story that he made up, and it's the story where this boy makes slime, and I really like David Williams' books.
Oh, it was amazing, Adi. I just got caught
Yes,
up in your story. I actually went inside the character. I was one of those characters. So I got stuck into it. But that's amazing, honestly. But to carry on, can I ask you one thing? I believe as you're growing up, you had some interesting childhood as a baby. Do you remember something that you want to share with everyone as a child?
I remember that when I was 5 or 6 years old, 5 years old, I used to
Okay.
only watch TV. That's all. But then a year after, I discovered one thing, which was books.
Wow. Wow. And I got to know another secret. That was, I was speaking to your dad, the other day. And he was saying that you are so obsessed with book that you love reading that you actually carry your book to the toilet pretending to go to the loo. And basically, even when it's a warm day, you sit there for hours and hours reading the book. I just want to know who actually inspired you to carry on reading like this.
Uh, so I used to go to some storytelling classes when I was 5 years old. So I started in the A. I discovered books in the age in 5. So I used to go in those classes, and then she used to take one small book for toddlers or
Right.
any 6 years old and 7. So she used to read one page, and she used to make us understand what is happening in that.
Okay.
And then every day she used to take some new words, and then tell the different meanings about them. And then after a few months, my mother came, and she was holding a book, which was a big book for me from the starting. So
Right.
she threw it onto me, and then
Yeah.
she said that you will have to read this book now. I've been giving you a challenge, so I'll give you a challenge. If you read one book, you will have to read it. I will give you
Number
some
of
new books,
times.
and you
Yeah.
have to read that. So that happened. So the two inspirations were
Yeah.
my mother and my storytelling teacher.
Bless them. Bless them. So that is super. I think we were going to see something now. Can we watch?
Yes. Hi, my name is Adi. Welcome to my channel. It's called Adi the Book Dragon, and I'm going to review books. Books which are very nice. Books with adventure. Books with fantasy. Books with so many things.
Well, the Pope takes a poop and the President too, and the fancy pants banker in his three-piece suit. The big fat general and all of his troops. The truth of the matter is everybody poops. The famous brain surgeon has to leave.
Hello guys, and welcome to Adi the Book Dragon. And today I'm going to review Percy Jackson and the Laughing Thief. So there is one boy named Percy, and who lives with his mother and his stepfather, and he gets to know that he's a demigod, and he gets totally surprised. And then monsters come on him. There are lots of monsters, and he has a quest. And then there are lots of things going on in this book. I like this book. It's a good book. I will not put it in a good reads. I will put it in a great reads. It might be more, but I have to first finish the series of Percy Jackson, and then I will decide if it is a perfect read, great read, good.
Adi, I can see you're actually really a book dragon because that's not one or two videos that you made. I'm sure there is, I'm going to tell my audience that Adi comes from a family where everyone's an actor, actress, producer, writer, script writer. Adi's father has been doing this since he was young, and I am sure Adi has been going with dad to the sets, and he's seen his dad sitting overnight and writing script. Adi, who actually told you that you could actually make a book, a YouTube channel to start, and who gave you the name, the Book Dragon? How did it come up? Would you like to highlight something about it?
So the idea of having a channel of books, which we usually call us book nerds, booktubes. So I started. It was just the obsession in YouTube, only YouTube, because I used to see people making videos, posting
Right.
it on YouTube and getting so much views, so much likes, so much
Wow.
subscribers, and then they're just um, telling it so nicely, so like explanationary or something like that. They say it so good, and then I thought that why can't I do that? So I was that mm, that thing in my mind was 2 years back.
Right.
2 years back, after before 2 years back, I wanted to make a YouTube channel. But then it didn't work out. My father didn't have a good phone, and then we just had to wait where the time needed to come. And
So that
the
that
name
yeah, go
which
on.
I got, the Book Dragon. Well, I'd seen something in Pinterest that
Right.
uh, that this is a book dragon, and then a dragon pic is there. So
Right.
so I thought that I'm not a bookworm. I'm a
Absolutely.
book dragon.
Bigger than a worm. Bigger than a worm. So do you ever
Yes.
get an opportunity to go with that to his sets when he's shooting?
Not really, because he goes to outside places outside Mumbai, like Delhi, Jaipur, and
Yeah.
all those places. So I don't get the time to see him. But then my daddy usually um, shoots some videos behind the scenes, and then she shows me. So I'm
Does he?
really happy about that.
Wow. I think we're getting to see something. Um,
Oh.
let's see. I'm not sure if while we were talking there was a clip. There we go.
So, special announcement. I am going to introduce my cousin brother. Come here, Anas. What is your name? Anush. Anush, what is your surname? Anush Haganawar. So, what are your hobbies? I play games and I read books. So you play games and you read books. What kind of games do you play? Cricket. Cricket. Wow. Cricket. Coco. Coco. And Ghost in the Graveyard. Ghost at the Graveyard. Oh my God. And football. Football. Wow. These are very nice ones. Okay. So, what kind of books did you read? Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl. Okay. Times of the Year. Times of the Year. Oh. Charlie's. Charlie and the Time Traveler. Charlie and the Time Traveler. Wow. Okay. So, do you play video games? Yes. Okay, what kind of video games? Extreme Car Drive. Extreme Car Drive. Wow. Prank Master. Prank Master. And Tom Hero. Tom Hero. Which Tom Hero? Talking Tom Hero Dash. Wow. So play Tom Goes On? Yeah. Wow. I will also play these games, okay, Anush? Okay, then bye. Thank you, Anush, for being in this mini video, and he's also inspired by reading. And it is me, not my mother, not his.
Adi, I'm actually getting scared of you now, you know. I think you're a better interviewer than what I am. You've been actually asking so many questions to your cousin. Now I'm wondering what should I ask you? Because I think you've asked more questions than I would have asked you. So you asked your cousin that what is his favorite game, what he does in his part time, and then which places he loved going, what is his favorite book. Can I ask you what's your favorite book? What do you like to do besides reading book? And do you play video games as well?
Um, my favorite book is, sorry, but this question doesn't have to be told to a book nerd, because a book nerd reads lots of good books that he just can't decide which one is the best. So
But did something
sorry if
capture
I
you?
don't answer that question.
Okay, but is there a book that said I want to read it again? Because I have books like that, but I love so many books as well, like you, and that's why I wanted to. I was so curious to know about you because I was like you when I was a young girl, and that's why. But I never read 200 books. I think I'm not sure, but okay, but there must be one book or maybe a few or an author that you love reading again and again.
The author I would love to pick and read his books are Rick Riordan, because he has a very nice writing style, and he's just so, like, when you just take the book, you're so deep into that book. You're in your own world, you're in your own imagination. It's like a movie is going on your brain. And
Wow,
this really happens in a book.
you get such vivid memories and such vivid pictures. Wow. So is it only reading books? Because I heard that you like something else besides reading book because book is for your brain. But I know you do something physically as well. Would you like to share it with us, please?
I, 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 I go to some classes which are called jujutsu classes. It's
Okay.
it's like karate, it's like taekwondo, it's all just
Wow.
like that.
And you
And
play cricket?
I do. I play lots of cricket. It is one of my favorite games. Every day I want to play that game. Every
Wow.
day. I
And
I remember very nicely last week I did the half century.
let's see, I've
55
got a
runs
clip.
I did.
Wow, 55. I think there is something we get to show everyone. Let's have a look.
talk about books. I review books. I'm making a mini series about books. I'm doing lots of things about books. I talk about books. And I'm going to talk about this book, which talks about books. And it's very funny. It has a nice flow, and it tells you like what really happens to a book, how you lose a bookmark, how it smells, like when a pig steps on it, it will smell like a pig.
It's so nice. Yeah, it's true, you know. I like the smell of the book too. But you know, Adi, that's one thing people need to learn, that when you read more, you learn more. Am I right? Because I feel,
Yes, you do.
yeah. And like, I'll tell you a little thing about me. When I was your age, and I never came to England, I never came to UK, but I had a imagination about places in UK. I mean, I used to read all these books about, my favorite was The Famous Five, The Secret Seven, and those books when I used to read and I used to think how they go hiking, they go camping. This was only an imagination. And when I actually came to England and I went to a place which is called Isle of Man, I actually saw those cliffs. I saw people going camping, and everything that I had read in the book, it was vivid. It was right in front of me. So that was one of the destination I always wanted to be, England. Same way, I'm sure when you're reading more, you're learning more, you want to travel more. Is there anything or any favorite place that you would like to tell my viewers, or have you been to any place like that that relates so close to your book?
I would love, love to go to Missouri, Landor, Missouri.
Do you know why?
Why? I'm going to tell you that now. Because I'd read a book just like you when you read the famous five books and then you wanted to go to England because of those books. I had read a book by Ruskin Bond. The first book which I read, it was so nice and peaceful. It's like you are sitting on Simla,
Yeah.
and then there is a tree, and then you're reading a book under the tree. Oh God. And then air coming, and then just making you cool down and all that. And it was such a good feeling to me. It was such a nice feeling to me that I wanted to go to Missouri. Then the next book which I read was about Missouri. And then when I read, it was like Simla, but then a lot more better than it. So in Landor, Missouri, there are many nice hills, and you can also build a house on those hills. And that is also surprisingly, that is where Ruskin Bond lives. So maybe I can go on those hills and then I can make my own house and then read a book when the sun sets and the sun shines.
Wow, Adi, you know what? You have to promise me when I come to India, you're going to take me to Simla. Because, you know, these days we could just Google, we could find a YouTube video, and we actually see these things. But when I was a girl, there was no YouTube, and we had to build all this imagination through our reading. And I'm telling you honestly, I'm talking to you now, and I feel I'm actually watching a movie, and I'm in Shimla. Wow, so beautiful, so beautiful. So the way you are describing everything, Adi, and the way I'm feeling that I'm actually in Shimla, I'm sure my viewers also feel the same. And these things,
Yes.
when a writer writes, he writes them descriptively, everything in a book. I know that you are building up something besides reading. You are writing. Can you talk something about your writing and your illustration as a cartoonist, putting up stuff? I know little about these from your parents, so could you expand?
I'm feeling scared.
Come on,
You
then.
know
Come
so
on.
much about me. You know so much about me, and this is the most secretive thing in the world about me. How did you know this?
See, I have my spies in India, you know. They're following you.
Okay, 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 well, okay, um, okay. So I will tell the books. I forgot to tell that.
Go on.
So the one book I've been writing three books in the same time. So
That I didn't know. I didn't know about three books. I knew about one book. So
uh,
now you come out. Yeah, the secret is coming out. Come on, Adi. Go on.
so the first book is Monster Isle. So
Okay.
so the genres are thriller fiction. One is thriller fiction. The second is adventure fiction and fantasy fiction.
Wow.
And I really would think that if I publish that, all the people who read it would love it, especially thriller fiction lovers. And the second book it is unnamed. Why? Because I didn't get a name, and then I didn't have any idea what name should I put in it. So I thought if I have a story in mind, why should I think the name first? I should just write along. So
Go with the
that
flow.
was the one. Yeah, right with the flow. And when the book ends, I will think about it. So the next book is Don Lavo and the the Kingdom of Alexar. It is a fantasy fiction and an adventure fiction.
Wow. You know what, Adi? I'm going to tell you something, a way of making money. Just why don't you sell it to your dad? He can make a film and then you can earn some money and tell him that he has to buy these scripts from you. But I believe you also have it like a cartoon, like you draw your characters, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do. I have written a graphic novel which is called graphic novel means comics, which is known as and called as Dog Mansion. And
Okay.
and the book is about uh, uh, the Earth with a planet which is same like Earth, but then there are little differences, and then many people want to go into that Earth, and one man does it. And I'm not
Okay.
going to tell you everything
That
because
means we all have
I
to buy
am
your book
ID
then.
Books Dragon. I don't
Okay.
give spoilers. Never. You
I
should
totally
always
agree
read
with
the
you.
book.
Yes, absolutely. You know, Adi, I don't know if you know or your parents have told you, I'm basically a teacher, and a teacher learns along with the students. And today, in my show, I feel I'm learning a lot about things I could take it to my classroom and tell my students, this is what you need to do, this is how you build interest. And one thing I would say, this is said by Jim Carrey. He said that I got a lot of support from my parents. That's the one thing I always appreciated. They didn't tell me I was being stupid. They told me I was being funny. And it's my audience saw the promo of my show, they would know Adi also has a funny side. Adi, can you tell me what are the funny things you do with your mom because and your dad? Because I know you spend a lot of time with them and they have been your biggest support. Any funny incident that you all have done together?
There are a lot of funny incidents in my house, but then for some reason I cannot remember them. That's very sad. But then I'll give you an explanation.
Go on then.
Huh. Like like when they say something that Adi, you do this and then you do that and then you do this and then you do that. I said that I'll do one work only. I'll do the next thing after half an hour. And then what if I don't do it?
Ah, so you're a counter. Mm-mm. And that's why you hide behind your books. That's a good way, good excuse. Fantastic. But I'm sure you had some incidents. But okay, maybe I'm sure you have a role model in your friends, or your friends find you as a role model. Tell me something about your school and your friends. Your best friend?
So about my school, it's the second biggest school in Mumbai. So I'm very proud of that.
How
And
sweet.
and and it is very nice that it is my school, not any other school. Only my school, which is the second biggest. So that is the special thing about my school. And you did say who is my best friend.
Yes.
So I wouldn't call just two, three boys or girls best friend. I will call anyone who I met a best friend.
How
Because why
sweet.
should we call them only a friend? Because they have been helping you out. Yeah, they have been doing good things to you. So you have to call them a best friend.
You have such a big heart, Adi. I think you're teaching my audience something new. And you know what? Today, after my show, they are going to take something with them. That you don't have one best friend. Everyone who's been kind to you, you always say a friend in need is a friend indeed. And that person, you can't, yeah, I find it difficult choosing one person to be my friend. And especially, Avi, in this situation of COVID, we are so locked up that we are stuck in the world of Zoom and we don't get to see our friends. A completely new life. I'm sure you're coping with a new life, not going to school and studying online. How does it make you feel? Is there anything you want to tell that people feel positive about whatever changes have taken place?
So I would like to say that I know it's a tough time for everybody now, but then you should live it up. And then the whole 2020 year, I didn't have anything bad, nothing bad. I mean, like some people might have feel bad and then they just think that what if I had gone out and all that stuff. But then, the life is not only like that. Life will change any somehow or another. So, so like you don't have to every time go out. You still have everything in your house. Look at my house over here. You can clearly see that I have everything. My sofa,
How
my
sweet.
my a door, everything. And and then it's not just going out. You should think that the activities you did in lockdown and the activities which I did are drawing, doodling. Doodling was my most favorite one. I used to do this in my free time, and whatever time it used to be, I used to do that. And then anybody who feels sad that oh okay, there is lockdown. I don't know what to do. I I don't. I hate 2020 here. I don't like it. I will never think about 2020. You should clearly not say that, because think about the happy things you did
Absolutely.
in 2020.
So beautiful. Again, I would say my viewers can take some good messages from you, because it's not bad. Not everything's bad. Like you did doodling, I did a lot of things. Look, I'm here on the show, and this is something I had never imagined, that I'll be talking to people. I'm meeting new people. It's so nice to have you as my little friend, Adi, a new friend I make. I'm learning from you. So I think this conversation of us is going to places, but as I see, I love food. That's what I have done during lockdown. Adi, I believe you're a foodie too, like me. Would you like to tell me more about it?
Again, I am very scared. How did you know that I was a foodie?
Are you
Mm,
going to check if you have spy cameras in your room? Somewhere in your house, I've installed spy cameras because I know exactly what you're doing, Adi. It's all right. Come on, tell me. It follows you, you know. I know you go places to eat as well. And mom's a good cook.
yes,
So tell me what's
my
up.
mom's a very good cook. If you have anything of hers, even the plain roti sabji you get, you will just love it.
How beautiful.
And not only my mother who makes good food, there are many people, all the people who are expert in cooking, you will just love their food. And and the first biggest food in lockdown that I had yummiest was cheese balls. Not those yellowy things,
Right.
and then which you feel that they are so plastic and all that. It is the fried one with real cheese inside. You have a
Wow.
bite and mozzarella cheese comes out like that.
You're making me
And
hungry, are you?
yes, I am, and I'm making myself also hungry. And the second thing, which is my favorite, and today also I had it, which is butter chicken.
Ooh, look,
Butter
we have a
chicken is one of
clipping.
my
We have a
most.
clipping. Let's have a look. What is it, Adi?
Oh,
Let's have a look.
Hello.
Did you not see the sign? Do not disturb. I'm just joking. Every book reader needs to sit on a place, on a beach, and read a book. Well, this is what I'm doing now. And now I'm going to show you the place where I'm at. Baga Beach, Senji Park. So, if you want to come here, it is in Goa, and it is the best place for book nerds to read. And the book which I'm reading is The Heroes of Olympus, The Lost Hero. I chose this book because this is such a great book. I mean, I'm reading it now. I am at the
So, Adi, as I can see, that was your recent holiday. Now, you don't ask me how I know about it. You went to Goa, you had your lovely butter chicken over there, and you enjoyed. I'm not sure about your fish, but I definitely know you love chicken. And you read a lot of books. So, while you're reading, do you enjoy, you put your book away when you're reading, or you enjoy your food and then pick up the book and read? Because I can see you don't like people disturbing you when you're reading. So, do you like people
I
disturbing you when you're eating?
there are, as you see, there are many problems while you eat and read, because you don't want your books to get dirty. What if you take some pasta and then
Right.
in the fork, and then it loses the staple, and then falls off, and then it goes direct into the book.
Ooh,
The most
so messy.
scariest thing in the in the book reader's life. So so even I uh, uh, eat my food and then I read. But then it is also that want to I want to just do laser focus into my books, and
Right.
laser focus into my food,
I've never heard of
and then
that.
I can
Could you elaborate?
lay like laser focus means like just have it enjoyably, and then you
Oh,
are
I
not
thought
in
it
a
was a
different.
device. I thought it was
Oh,
some equipment that you had laser focused, like a laser beam, and you could put it on your head and you could just keep the book and read it. I have my imagination. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me more.
so so I like to just sit down and eat my food alone, and eat my and drink my drinks and all that. So I really want to pay attention to food.
Is that the reason you said don't disturb me when I'm reading or when I'm eating? Wow, that is so positive because I know many children who read a book, they don't know what they're eating, or sometimes they're just wasting food. And I think people are going to carry a lot of information from this interview that you and me are having today. Do you want to say something more to my viewers, Adi, that I think they should know, and I haven't asked you?
The thing all my viewers should do is to read. Certainly, because it makes your mind imagine more. I clearly remember my mother's friend saying that it is like this, okay, so in the laptop it has to be like that and all that. And then my mother says that I cannot imagine it properly, and all that. So I told her that that is why I read books, so you should also read books. And there's a huge shelf where all the books are kept of my mother's, and she hasn't even touched a single bit of them.
So it is genetics, huh? You picked up this habit about reading because it was your parents who read. Your dad is a very good script writer. He's made so many films. Have you ever watched any of his films?
Yes, I have. Any film which comes of him, a short film, whatever it is, a long film, a short film, I will see that. Some movies are kind of like you don't know what is going on, but then afterwards you know what is going on, and then you see, oh, it was like that. I didn't know anything about it when I first saw it. So it is like that.
Is
and
it like
and
all those thrillers he makes?
yes, like that time he put a movie which was silent, a short film, and the movie name was silent. So
Okay.
that is like that. It is like that.
And I believe, Adi, your dad had this movie which was called Summer Camp. It was quite a hit. And he's
Oh
making another
yes.
one, I think, Summer Camp too. And it was all
Yeah.
about children. Didn't you want to act in that movie? Because they were all of your age.
I know, but then I wanted. I don't know. I just didn't have the whole courage to just be in the camera. In that time, I didn't have the whole courage to be in the camera and just say the things I need to do. I had the camera, like camera sick or something. I don't know what we
Oh,
call that. or
A phobia,
camera. Like
a
I
camera phobia.
yes, I didn't want to do anything when I was in front of a camera and it was recording. But now I am here, which is live over here.
How
I am live
beautiful.
and I'm talking in full power and full everything and full explanation and this power, you know who gave it? My papa.
He is a absolute inspiration for everyone who has met him. Trust me. And I know him for years and he's been my inspiration. Just like you're saying, who gave you the courage to be in front of the camera? He was the one who actually told me, please do it. And obviously, my producer. But you know what? I was just about to ask you something. Oh, I'm going blank now. Adi, is there anything else besides the technical things about that? What you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a cricketer when I grow up, because I want to be a all rounder, which means both bowling and both and batting. So I want to be
I'm
a cricketer, and while I retire, I might work on a medical store, or I might put uh, put everything in my books.
How focused you are. You know what? I am so pleased to talk to you, Adi. You know, I feel like I can go on and on, ask you more questions, learn more from you, and it's like, okay, Adi, should we go on talking? But unfortunately, Adi, the clock never stops for anyone. And therefore,
Yeah.
honestly, with a very heavy heart, I don't feel like saying goodbye, but I have to say goodbye to you.
Oh,
And I want to wish you all the luck for all the dreams and aspiration that you have. And I'm so proud that you have a very broad thinking. You respect your parents. That is something every children who are going to watch today. Avi, do you know, you said that your dad inspired you to be here on screen. This is your first time you're talking live to someone. We have about more than 35,000 viewers. Maybe not many on live, but they keep watching. They send messages, and then we'll be putting you on YouTube as well. So we're live on YouTube, and everyone's going to watch you. You're going to get more famous, and see, more and more people are going to log on to um, Adi the Dragon, Book Dragon, and they're going to read more. I don't know. I can go on, Adi. It was such a pleasure to talk to you. So when you grow up and you become famous, I do want you to come back on my show and share more adventures. Would you do that with me, Adi? You promise
oh
me.
yes, certainly.
What do
And
you want to
I
say?
have a
Yeah,
joke in my mind.
go on and
Why
tell me.
can't I tell it?
I want to hear,
You
and
just
everyone
now
wants to
said
hear.
that. You just now said that the clock never stops. And you know
Yes.
when does a clock stop?
When it's spoiled? No, you tell
Yes.
me. It's spoiled. Okay, I got the answer.
Yes, you did. A
Oh, wow.
clock
That's,
stops when a clock is spoiled.
I know. But in the real world, sadly, I wish it would stop sometime because I want to go back when I was a kid. I want to go and do few of the things that I didn't do. And you're so lucky that you have the best support. You're doing everything that you really want to do and you have no regrets. Do you want to give one last piece of information or advice to my viewers before you leave, Adi?
Um, I would just like to say again, keep on reading even if you don't read. Uh, it's all right. You have your own hobbies. You can do that. And if you're not interested in reading, I don't care, because however, how many book nerds are there? There are like there are so many, maybe around a million or billion or trillion or zillion or quadrillion or anything or any number, I will just live with the book knowledge I have now.
How beautiful. It's so nice to meet you, Adi. I'll let you go now, and I'm I'm looking forward to reading more and seeing more of your YouTube channel and the subscribe. I've already subscribed, you know that. And I'm going
Oh
to
wow.
like, comment. Yes, I'm there. I've been commenting on your books. I'm sure my viewers will do the same. Thank you so much, Adi. See you again.
Okay.
Bye. Viewers, I'm sure you enjoyed this show. It was something I have been learning, and I'm picking it up from my audience. I'm picking up from reviews that I get. I'm learning from the critics that I get. Every time I want to make it better and better. This was my third one. We are live on YouTube. We are live on FB. You can click on the link again. And every Saturday, 4 o'clock, you will watch me again with another new guest. Uh, Ordinary, not so ordinary people who like to remain quiet but famous. So come again, watch me again next Saturday, live on FB, YouTube, on Khatti Meethi Baate with Shibani. Till then, bye, namaste, dhanyavad.